Rounded out to first, her first time up.
That one low and away for a ball.
Kennard at third, Morse at second.
1-0 pitch. Taking called strike on the outside lower part of the plate.
Late call, but nice pitch there by Miller to catch it down and away. Got wind picking up straight from our back in center field.
The 1-1 high fly ball out of play over into the Panther bullpen. Davis now finds himself in a 1-2 count. In a critical situation for Plymouth State. That one's outside, ball 2.
Almost looked like a designed pitch out to try to get a snap throw down to third to get Kennard, but wise move there by Geisen to hold on to it.
Miller now delivers the 2-2 pitch. Taken for a ball, just missing the outside corner there.
Thought she caught it. Thought she caught the outside part of the black.
3-2 now the count. Davis doing a good job to work back. 2-on, 3-2 pitch. Swung on high, fly ball foul. Davis staying alive over there. Three-two pitch once again. Swung on, shot right down the third base line. It's going to stay fair. Kennard's going to score, so will Morrissey. It's a 2-run single for Avery Davis.
Davis coming through clutch right there, right through the hands of Jessup at third into left field. Panthers out early with a 2-0 lead, and then once again, it's the small ball that's working for the Panthers.
So Davis now on first. It's going to bring up Mel Goss, the third baseman.
Goss so far 1 for 1 with a single to center field. Her last time up in the second inning. Looking to keep things going here with only 1 out in the third inning.
So the Colonels have a little conference in the circle. But a huge single there for Davis, and she's going to be pinch run for. It's going to be Mary King now at first base for the Panthers. Davis now bumping her RBI total up to 22. First pitch to Goss. Swung on, chopped right down the third base line. Panthers have been playing pepper with that third base line right there.
And I don't know if you heard it or called it out, Wes, and I apologize. I was off headset for a second, but Mary King now pinch running at first base for Davis.
I did, but it's always worth a repeat.
We're going to get it covered.
Yeah. 0-1 now, pitch outside. Good job by the catcher in Geisen to keep that one from hitting the backstop. King definitely would have made it to second. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back.
I'm convinced there's going to be a second one in that press box by the end of this game. It's already been one.
I'm still amazed it was a bunt that got up there. I've seen swinging foul balls going there, never a bunt.
Again, we'd like to thank you fans for joining us on our Plymouth State portal page and on Little East TV.
High fly ball there from Goss, but in play, put away by Duggan over there in left field.
Lafamina, that is, in left.
Thank you. Hard to see the numbers.
Foul territory, that is, but it looked clean off the bat for a second there by Goss.
So it's 2 down for Cassidy Emerson.
Emerson was put out at second to end the side last inning. Did have a single, so she's 1 for 1 this afternoon.
High fly ball there, out of play over on the walkway. Emerson gets the 0-1 pitch. Thought about swinging, but wise job to lay off now, 1-1. 2 outs, 1-1 pitch. High for a ball. The 2-1 pitch now. Emerson lays down a beautiful bunt, but right to Miller in the circle. But the Panthers pick up 2 runs on the Davis single.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the right call for the bunt situation with 2 outs, but nevertheless, the Panthers trying to be aggressive on the base running, but nevertheless do get 2 runs across, like you said, and are looking good here in the middle part.
Head to the bottom of the third. Panthers with a 2-0 lead.
Fans of Plymouth State University, pick up your new athletic gear at the new online store at pantherlockerroom.com and gear up for the next big game, as we have all sorts of merchandise available on the new site, interchangeable logos for your favorite team, and get out there and support your Panthers.
Back to the top of the order for the Colonials as Dugan swings on the first pitch right into the glove of Kennard. Nice little trap catch there.
Nothing like a first pitch out there for the Panthers to keep the momentum going.
So 1 pitch, 1 out. Brings up the right fielder, Jenna Gadasio.
Gadasio 0 for 1, struck out on a bunt attempt her first time up in the first inning.
First pitch from Miller, just low for, oh, they called strike, wow. I did not see him put his arm up, but good 0-1 pitch there now coming from Miller. Just missing high. And you have to imagine now that Miller has a lead, she's going to be much more confident in that circle.
I was just about to say, she's looked a lot more confident in the last 2 or 3 outs inside the circle.
1-1 pitch. Just inside and high ball, too.
And that's fine right now. She's trying to work the batter's eyes up in the last inning and a half, up in the zone, hopefully trying to open up down low for a strikeout.
The 2-1 pitch. Low and away for a ball, now 3-1. Miller has not issued a free pass yet today, but dangerously close to allowing the first one here. Nice job there to get back in control now, 3-2.
Again, Miller, the Oyster River alumni. Shout out to my alumni as well.
Well, chop over to Morrill. Morrill on to Kennard at first for 2 outs. Brings up the first baseman, number 31, Kayla Nowak.
Second action Morrill's had to do here defensively, as Nowak is 1 for 1 with a single to left field her first time up in the first inning. Was stranded on second base in that bases loaded situation.
High pitch there from Miller. Looks like kind of got away from her middle windup for a 1-0 count now to Nowak. Even then, though, when Miller misses, she doesn't miss by much. That one swung on and fouled back to the backstop.
Again, fans looking for the next game after this pitch.
Outside and low ball too. Oh, called strike. Again, another late. This ump is a little late on his strike calls.
It's kind of the means for softball. They take a second, unlike baseball where it's instant, but just a beautiful kind of floater in there in the back door, catching the corner.
1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed to end the inning. Beautiful pitch there from Miller.
Again, fans, looking for the next game coming up. We are delayed from game 1. It will be UMass Boston versus UMass Dartmouth in the 2 o'clock game, probably around 3 o'clock at this point, the number 4 and number 5 matchup. And that'll be following this game at about a half an hour for field setup.
Heading to the top of the 4th. Panthers lead it 2-0.
Building for the Future at Plymouth State University, a ceremonial groundbreaking for Merrill Place, a 348-bed residence hall and conference center centrally located and constructed to meet the needs of modern-day higher education.
This institution of higher learning has always evolved as it adapts to the needs of its students and to the broader society we serve.
It will be the place where they, as undergraduates, expand their knowledge, exchange ideas, debate issues, serve each other, and plan their futures.
One of the key features of the 7-story, 95,000 square foot building is a first-floor conference center, a venue that will be used year-round.
To attract more people to the town of Plymouth and to the campus as a year-round facility.
Merrill Place is scheduled to be finished in the fall of 2017. It will be PSU's 8th residence hall, allowing the university to offer on-campus housing to nearly 2/3 of its undergraduate students.
Leading off the top of the 4th for the Panthers is number 20, Nina Murray. Murray 0 for 1 with a fly out earlier today. First pitch she swung on high, fly ball. Reined in by LaFemina for the first out.
Once again, Nina Murray loving that opposite way power to left field, but another out.
Yeah, both times now to LaFemina. As Haley Birch steps up to the plate.
Birch 0 for 1. She popped out to second base her first time up in the second inning.
Barbie Girl, the walk-up song for Birch.
You know, it never gets old as a freshman. It's a nice little initiation to the team.
Takes the first pitch in there for a ball.
But honestly, the way she's been hitting this year, she might as well keep it for 4 years. She's been doing so well at the plate.
It's definitely got some good luck charm to it. 1-0 pitch, swung on, chopped, and eaten by the third baseman in Jessup. Birch will be on first.
That's got to be an error on Jessup. Off the end of the glove, knocked it down. Had a great opportunity for an easy play at first, so most likely an error will confirm that, but that's what I'm going to put in my book.
I'm going with E5 as well, as number 23, Deb Morrill, steps up to the plate.
Morrill reached on her fielder's choice. Actually, the end of the side last time up, she technically is 0 for 0.
First pitch she sees. Nice bunt back to Miller in the circle. They're going to get her at first, but Birch will get into second base with 2 down.
Kind of nice sacrifice there by Morrill to move the runner, but it is 2-out situation against the Panthers.
Back to the top of the order now, and Katie Kennard.
Kennard, 1 for 2 today with a single, runs scored. Back in the third inning, she also flied out to center field her first time up. Both shots to center field.
Come on, Western, get the out!
First pitch Kennard sees. Taken outside for a strike.
Nice pitches!
Again, fans, if you're watching in the Plymouth area, please come on down to D&M Park.
That one taken low and away for a ball. Yeah, beautiful day down here. We're going to be here all day. I think we're going to see our first night game here, especially with the way we're going. The lights will definitely be on.
To say the game was supposed to end at 8 at the 6 o'clock. We're already an hour behind schedule, so most likely it will be night game action.
That one swung on, fouled back behind the Plymouth dugout. Now down a 1-2 hole. The winner of this game will play in that 6 p.m. game, I believe.
Yeah, it depends on the outcome of who we've got left. We'll check it here in a minute at the end of the half inning.
As it's now a 2-2 count to Kennard. Again, if Western were to lose this game, they would be eliminated from the tournament.
Keene State has already been eliminated after the morning game.
That one's going to be ripped just past the outstretched glove of Dugan. Birch is going to score. It's a 3-0 Panther lead.
A nice hit there just over Duggan's head to right field. Great base running there by Birch to come all the way around from first. 3-0 lead for the Panthers, looking strong here at home.
Brings up Rachel Morse, the center fielder. Easy for me to say. Been a long day.
Long day, plenty of action to go. Morrissey is 1 for 1, or actually she's 2 for 2, 2 singles, a run scored, and then she was forced out at second in the first inning.
So the Colonials will have another conference in the circle. They do have Jacqueline Smith currently on the bench. Smith, the leading ERA, 2.70, 80.1 innings pitched. We'll see if they eventually turn to her.
And I don't see any warming up behind Western Connecticut's dugout. Again, them being on the third base side, there's really nothing over there for them to warm up with. Batting cage and Lane is behind the first base side. But it looks like we have a possible injury. Wonder if it's a blister or a cut.
Yeah, the trainer for Western Connecticut has come out to the circle. Getting fans, a lot of action going on today around Plymouth State. This softball tournament, women's lacrosse will be back in action at 4 p.m. today. There's currently a baseball game going on over at Panther Park. I don't have a score at this time, but
I'm going to find that for you right now. Maybe.
Big senior day for the Plymouth State Panthers nonetheless over at Panther Park.
And by the looks of things, the Panthers at baseball have to sweep Rhode Island College and have some help to hold on to the 6th spot and make the playoffs. Right now it's 5-5 in the bottom of the 7th. Plymouth State versus Rhode Island College in baseball.
So conference now over. It appears everyone's going to go back to where they originally were, so the injury not too terrible. As again we mentioned, Rachel Morrissey now at the plate with 2 down and a runner on first. Watches that first pitch for a ball. One-0 pitch. Swung on low, chopper. It's going to fall in fair. And now Morrissey is 3 for 3 with another single.
Yeah, we thought that the Panther bats are going to be a little bit quiet early going in the game with the nerves and hosting it for the first time, but they have absolutely come alive in the last 2 innings.
Brings up second baseman Emma Rhodes.
Looking at it, Rhodes right now 0 for 1, fielder's choice, or reached under fielder's choice on the first inning. Was stranded on second base before grounding out to third her last time up in the 3rd inning.
First pitch swing, a foul ball. Way up in the air there over towards the buses by the Allwell Center. Oh, 1 pitch now. Taken inside for a ball, 1-1. One pitch. Swung on a little chopper's gonna go foul. Again, the UMass Boston Beacons and the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs currently warming up behind us at Chase Field. They will be the next game.
Again, fans, we apologize if you had trouble finding the link to the game. It wasn't on our website. It is on littleeast.tv.
That one high in the air, taken for a ball. Now Rhodes working a 2-2 count. Morrissey on first, Kennard on second, 2-2 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball, but out of play over into the trees. Rhodes does have 13 RBIs coming into today. Watches that one just outside 3-2 now the count. Could tell Geisen was kind of trying to frame that one a little bit, but umpire wasn't buying it. 3-2 pitch. Taken low and away, ball four, so the bases will be loaded for Avery Davis.
And Davis, so far 1 for 2 today with a single, 2 RBIs, and a ground out to first base. But Panthers have the bases loaded for the first time here this afternoon.
So Davis, as mentioned, getting the scoring started here, that 2-run single. Watches that first pitch for a called strike. You gotta imagine she would love to get another single here. I said bases loaded for the first time. Little chopper there, but picked up easily by Plazinski at short, who will tag the bag. Panthers, though, get a run. We head to the bottom of the fourth. They lead 3-0. Bottom of the fourth, getting underway from D&M Park. Weston Atwood here with Dan Salzer. The second of 5 games today here in the Little East Tournament. Be led off by shortstop number 98, Charlene Plazinski.
Plazinski, Palacios, and Hart due up for Western Connecticut State this inning.
Beautiful pitch there from Miller, taken for a called strike.
Plazinski 0 for 1. She flat out to center field back in the first inning, her first time up.
0-1 pitch. High fly ball, but in play perhaps. But Birch can't come up with it. Oh, 2 pitch now to Plazinski.
Come on, Sharp!
Just low and away, ball 1. One-two pitch. Swung on high, fly ball. Rhodes calling for it. Thought she lost it for a second. A little scary moment there, but Rhodes comes up with it.
Rhodes doing well, backpedaling into right field to get the out.
Yeah, Rhodes backing up. Murray also coming in. 7 straight batters now retired for the Panthers, as it'll be number 85. So I lost her on my sheet again, Sophia Palacios.
Perfect.
Come on, Sophie!
Palacios 0 for, she walked back in the first.
Right at me, Sophie!
She'll watch the first pitch for a called strike, as Miller's feeling it right now in the circle.
She's definitely looked more confident here in the last 2 innings, settling in here at home.
0-1 pitch. High there. I think that one just got away from Miller. 1-1 now the count. Yeah, ever since the rocky first inning in which she loaded the bases, Miller has gone 7 up, 7 down. Another one off the light post. Moves it to 1-2. Swung on high, fly ball, but Morse will track it down right in front of us for the second out.
Great track there by Morrissey, able to pick it up easily. Just a straight shot to center field, just about 10 steps to her right for the out. 2 down now. Panthers looking like it's going to be another 1-2-3.
Brings up center fielder Natalia Hart. You got to knock on wood with that broadcaster jinx.
I'm going to do it, but not Hart right now. 0 for 1. Popped up to short her first time up in the first inning.
Swing and a miss on that first pitch.
Absolute beautiful fastball, high and inside on the hands. No chance there for Hart to catch up with it.
The 0-1 pitch. Not missing by much.
Same pitch, same location, just a hair inside, according to home plate umpire.
Was the count now to 1-1 with 2 outs. Oh, beautiful. It's just the off speed, the fastball, everything's just working for her.
She's absolutely settled in. She's loving that breaking ball. I expect another breaking ball, possibly down and away, at least force a ground ball situation for the out, but looking for the strikeout looking.
Little chopper over to Goss with a kind of a rough field and then a rough throw, but a big scoop by Kennard ends the inning.
A great pick at third and an even better pick at first by Kennard for the out that ends the side.
So we head to the top of the 5th. 9 straight batters retired by Miller. Panthers lead at 3-0.
Plymouth State Athletics is brought to you by Portland Glass, Biederman's Deli, Northeast Delta Dental, the New Hampshire National Guard, Merchants Auto and merchantsauto.com, Student Transportation, and by Fairfield Inn & Suites by Marriott.
Got caught in my book there. That was weird. Back here for the top of the 5th. Panthers due up. The 5, 6, 7 spots due up for the Plymouth State.
Yeah, it's Goss, Emerson, Murray due up for the Panthers. Goss so far 1 for 2 with a single to center field. Also a flat out and foul territory to left back in the 3rd inning.
Swings on the first pitch. It's a high fly ball, but right over to the first baseman in Nowak for the out.
Again, Panthers being very aggressive on the first pitches here this afternoon.
Brings up left fielder Cassidy Emerson.
Emerson 1 for 2. Single back in the 2nd inning and grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd.
That one taken, called, strike. Oh, 1 pitch to Emerson. High for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch to Emerson. Swung on a high fly ball, but out of play behind the Panther dugout. . 2 2 The 1-2 pitch. Swung on. High fly ball hit center field. But put away by Hart for the out.
Once again, this wind coming in directly from center field, just holding everything up in the sky. Nothing really getting to the fence except for some line shots last game.
So 2 quick outs for the Panthers brings up the right fielder number 20, Nina Murray.
Murray 0 for 2. 2 fly outs to left field. Again, really loving that opposite way power. See if she can get something middle in and power that to hopefully out of the park.
There it is again, this time foul.
Once again, it looks like she's just a little bit late with that. Their hands are coming in. They're sagging into her body. She's getting it off the end of the bat. Just a little late turning around on these pitches. That's why they're going to opposite way and foul.
0-1 pitch high and inside for a ball. And yeah, talking with Nina, she's been trying to work on that a little bit. Trying to pull the ball a little more, but she says how the pitcher she's facing with is kind of pitch her outside, so it's really the only thing she can do with it.
Which is fine, but it's almost as that she's trying to turn her upper body first before letting her hips come through it, but it's all just got to be a hair sooner on the swing. She's just a little bit delayed trying to catch it up coming out of the hands and what pitch it's going to be.
Good eye there to lay off now, 2-1. That one's going to be fouled off over towards the Allwell Center.
Again, with the 2-2 count, just doing a nice defensive swing just to get a piece of it to stay alive at the plate.
2 outs in the top of the 5th, 2-2 count. Here's the pitch, swung on a high fly ball. Foul, as LaFemina tried to ring that one in.
Just barely fouled by maybe a foot or two. LaFemina charging in hard, but Murray doing well to stay alive once again. Inside out swing, sending that down the third baseline. Again, we apologize for any wind noise you're hearing in the headsets here this afternoon.
2-2 pitch now to Murray. Swung on, fouled back once again.
Just great defensive swings. A lot of them are high up towards the letters and number. Hard to really turn around on those pitches. Nina Murray doing whatever she needs to right now just to stay alive, working the pitch count against Miller.
The junior from Saugus, Mass, gets the 2-2 pitch once again, ripping it but right into the glove of Duggan. Nothing she could have done there.
Just a perfectly placed Duggan at second, right into her glove. Unfortunate for Miller, but she's able to turn around on it, which is promising, but tough break there for the Panthers.
So 1-2-3 inning for the Colonials. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Panthers lead at 3-0. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up. We have a pinch hitter. And I wish I wasn't talking because I didn't hear who it was now. But a pinch hitter for the Colonials. Miller's pitch low and inside for a ball. Again, one of those things with being out in the outfield, you can't really tell who's at the plate. But a high fly ball there is going to go out of play. 1-1 now the count. The 1-1 pitch. High for a ball, now 2-1.
And the live stats are still frozen at the end of last inning, so can't see who it is.
The mystery player for the Colonials. Swings a high fly ball. Put away, though, by Morrow for the out. And with the long hair, still can't see the number, so we're just gonna...
We'll figure it out in a second. Our apologies on that one right there.
We'll get back to you on that one.
But nice job by Morrow. Second time she's had to come in the outfield, backpedaling to get an out. Able to handle it without bobble.
So another pinch hitter. This time we were able to hear who it was. It's going to be number 35, Kelsey Fuchs.
Come on, Kelsey! Come on, 3-5!
Fuchs this season, no average. Only one at bat.
Drive it! 35, drive it!
And worth mentioning, Dan, now 10 straight batters that this Plymouth team has set down. First pitch swinging there, over foul.
There's something about these middle innings that have really worked. One for Miller, two for Plymouth State, that they can just get these 1, 2, 3s in a row. I mean, we saw it all home games here. Again, all last couple weeks of the season, but just very comfortable here at D&M Park and able to settle down as the tarp's starting to take off around us.
0-1 pitch. Taken just outside for a ball. And it's kind of fitting, Dan. I was talking with Allison and Nina one day, and they were upset. You know, we only had 4 scheduled home games. It was the opening day and then senior day. So kind of fitting, you know, we get to host this tournament and have all these home games for the Panthers this season now.
Well, when I talked with head coach Bruce Addison after Rhode Island College in our little kind of wrap-up of the weekend series, he was just, we were still waiting to find out where they were going to finish. We figured they'd have a chance of even being on the road as we had the pitch here.
That one taken outside for a ball.
But it was just like, you know, they took it with a grain of salt. They'll scoreboard watch, which they did on Sunday. You know, if they're on the road, they'll just be road warriors again, which they had been, as you mentioned, most of the season, and just plug away. But, you know, softball gods in their favor, giving them the home tournament.
Taking called strike there now, 2-2 count. Beautiful pitch there once again from Miller.
Just a little bit of a tailing action towards the inside part of the plate, but catching most of the black for that strike.
2-2 pitch to Fuchs. Swung on, chopped over to Morrill. On to Kennard at first for the out. So Morrill getting her work in here for the first 2 outs.
I think that's Morrill's 6th time. No, let's see, 4th time she's had to work here for an out. It is 5th time. My correction.
Yeah,
very busy at short.
Definitely a busy day for Deb Morrill. As LaFemina will step up to the plate now for the Colonials.
LaFemina 0 for 1, struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning for her first time up.
Watching that one for a ball.
Again, we approach 2:15.
That one swung on a high fly ball, and Morrill once again, except Emerson's going to call her off at the last second.
Emerson hasn't had much work in left field, so figured why not call it off. But once again, Panthers go 1, 2, 3.
So Emerson goes into the dirt on the infield to pick that one up. But as mentioned, 12 up, 12 down since the first inning. We head to the top of the 6th, 3-0 Plymouth State.
Plymouth State Broadcasting, your source for complete game day coverage of every Panther home game. Find out more information about us on social media at facebook.com/PSU Broadcasting.
Back here at D&M Park for the Louise Tournament. Dan, huge day here at Plymouth State University, not just this softball tournament.
That is indeed. It is over at baseball at Panther Park. It is senior day, as that was moved up from tomorrow to today due to the threatening weather coming in with the rain tomorrow. So game one currently going on. Last we knew it was 5-5 in the 7th inning. And game two scheduled to start at 3 p.m. Be sure to join Justin Saworski and Chris Underwood out there at Panther Park. And then also later this afternoon at 4 p.m. we'll have live action of Plymouth State and Keene in the Little East Conference semifinal for women's lacrosse.
So leading off the inning, taking that first pitch for a ball is catcher Haley Birch.
Birch 0 for 1. She popped out to second her first time up, reached on an error, came around to score a run in the 4th.
1-0 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball, but La Femina will camp under it. Third or fourth one that's been hit that looks like it's heading for us out here in the outfield.
Again, it's that pitcher's win. That's just anything up, at the bleacher height or a little higher, just being held up by this win. A lot of these shots, if it was just reversed a little bit, had a chance to go the distance.
Now stepping in the shortstop, busy shortstop, I should say today, number 23, Deb Morrow.
Morrow 1 for 1 with a single her last time up. Had a fielder's choice also in the second.
That one taken for a called strike.
Again, fans looking for the Dartmouth-Boston game as we are delayed with the single there.
Nice single there from Deb Morrow. Just falling into the outfield. Runner now on for the Panthers.
Again, I'll eventually be able to get these promos out. We are delayed from the extra innings game in game 1, so we're about an hour behind schedule. So it'll be the number 4 seed UMass Boston versus number 5 seed UMass Dartmouth in the 2 p.m. game schedule. Will be about 3:15, depending on when this game ends.
Back to the top of the order for first baseman Katie Kennard.
Kennard, 2 for 3, 2 singles, runs scored, 1 RBI.
First pitch swing, a high fly ball, but in play and just off the glove of Dugan.
Dugan again had a chance over there in the foul territory. Tough break there.
Believe that's the second time Kennard's hit one foul that Dugan just cannot get a play on.
Right over there by those bleachers again, but offering for the third time at the first pitch, getting really aggressive against Miller in the circle.
0-1 count. Taken outside for a ball, 1-1.
Geisen, I thought she framed that one beautifully on the outside part of the plate.
Morrow on first. 1 out, 1-1 count. That one high and away. Morrow's heading for second. And I believe it looked like it might have hit her. I guess it didn't.
It looked like it hit her in the foot. Nevertheless, she gets in there safely. Low throw to second. Kind of died at the circle.
So give Morrow a stolen base. So I believe that will be her 9th this season, leading the Panthers in that category. 2-1 now for Kennard at the plate with a runner in scoring position. Kennard, as mentioned already, does have 1 RBI today. Ooh, just outside from Angie Miller. 3-1 now the count. Kennard sees the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, chop foul now to move the count full. Three-two pitch, low and inside. They walk Kennard. And now runners on first and second, still with 1 out.
Looking at it, I think that is the first walk here, or second walk given up by Miller.
Yeah, Miller pretty much been with good command in the zone. That one just getting away from her. Brings up the center fielder and Rachel Morrissey.
Morrissey perfect on the day, 3 for 3, runs scored. All 3 hits are singles.
Yeah, entering the day, Morrissey had a .286 average. have to imagine that's probably climbed up to at least close to 300 with 3 straight singles.
At least 280, 290.
First pitch she sees, easy for me to see, inside and low. It's called first strike.
It's all those S's, Wes, that are going to get you, especially after a long day.
You got to remember to just say she sells seashells by the seashore. You'll be good to go every time. 0-1 pitch. Taken inside. Morse doing a good job to get out of the way of that one now, 1-1.
Again, Miller working hard on the inside part of the plate. Look for her to probably stay fastball away. Try to get Morse to chase with get a ground ball out here. The wind picks up again from center field, heading into home plate.
The 1-1 pitch swung on, chopped right down the third base line. About the 8th or 9th Panther batter that's just gone right down that line.
Yeah, pitching on the inside of the hand, just really jamming the batters here in game number 5 of this tournament.
Again, worth mentioning, if the Panthers come away with this victory, it would eliminate Western Connecticut State.
Yeah, Panthers would play at 6 p.m. this evening, or the last game of the day, whenever it is.
Ripped there, right into the glove of the third baseman. A beautiful catch there by Jessup. They try to double off Morrill at second, but she gets back in time.
Yeah, just a hard line drive at Jessup, able to hold on for the out, throw down to second, trying to get Morrill, but Morrill able to dive back into the bag and be safe.
So 2 runners on, 2 outs. It's number 6, Emma Rhodes, the second baseman at the plate.
Rhodes 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice in the first, grounded out in the second inning to third, and then reached on a walk in the 4th inning.
Rhodes watches that first pitch high and inside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, low and inside, now 2-0.
Again, fans, be a part of the action here at D&M Park. Be a part of our broadcast using the hashtag PSU versus WCSU and see your tweets live on the air this game. And the rest of the games use the hashtag LSC softball. Be a part of our broadcast as that was a liner at third for the easy putout, and that will end the side. But Panthers still hold on to the lead, 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Back to the top of the order for the Colonials. Weston out here with Dan Salzer. Game 2 of 5 today here at Plymouth State University for the Little East Conference Tournament.
Tori Dugan so far 1 for 2, single, reached on a bunt and then a line out at first.
And she's going to reach on an infield single there as a beautiful bunt gets her back on base, much like the first inning.
Can't even get it out before these batters are going after the first pitch.
It's one of those things with softball. First pitch swinging every time. I love it. Quick, nice, efficient game. I still can't believe we played 7 innings against Keene on Tuesday. It was just barely over an hour. So that one swung on, chopped foul.
Gaudioso up to bat, the right fielder. 0 for 2. She struck out on a bunt attempt in the first and grounded out to short in the third inning.
The Sun making a return appearance here to D&M Park.
You know, finally, let's hopefully it stays now that you probably jinxed it.
No, I knocked on the picnic table. We're good.
I mean, I actually, for me, had to put on a sweatshirt. That's saying something.
Another bunt dropped down. I almost said Signer. Miller's going to throw it. A error there. And Dugan's heading for home. And they get her out at the plate.
Great job there by Goss to cover home plate. An error throw from Miller over to Kennard at first. It got down to the legs all the way to the fence in front of the third base or the first base bleachers. But heads up awareness for Goss to charge down to the home plate and cover the bag. Able to get the force out at home. Panthers avoid what could have been a dangerous situation. So it's probably going to be error.
I would
Trying to think a single reach on an error. I don't know here.
I would guess it would be an error. So it was a bunt. It was fielded cleanly by Miller. Miller's throw went into the outfield. So I'd say probably E1. But then a 3-5 put out at the plate. A crazy turn of events as that one's lined into a diving Morrell's glove. The runner will get to first, but a good job to keep it from just being more than a RBI single.
Whew, crazy books going on right now, but Morrell working near the hot corner. Shortstop position coming up big. She's been doing that for her entire career here at Plymouth State.
So runners on first and second for the shortstop Plazinski.
Blazinski 0 for 2, flied out to center, popped up to second. Her first 2 at bats.
First pitch she sees is inside, called strike.
Beautiful off-speed breaking ball, just dropping that one in there. Everyone's sitting on a fastball right now in Miller to start these.
1 out, 2 runners on. 0-1 pitch. Swung on high, fly ball, but reined in by Rhodes for the second out.
Another little pop up there by Rhodes, second. Panthers about to get out of a jam here.
So with 2 down, runners on first and second, it's going to be the designated player, number 85, Sophia Palacios.
Palacios 0 for 1. She walked in the first inning, flat out to center field back in the 4th inning.
First pitch swinging, a little chopper over to Rhodes, and the Panthers get out of the early jam despite getting 2 runners on. We head to the top of the 7th. They lead 3-0.
Plymouth State Athletics is brought to you by Portland Glass, Biederman's Deli, Northeast Delta Dental, the New Hampshire National Guard, Merchants Auto and merchantsauto.com, Student Transportation, and by Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott.
Heading to the top of the 7th, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Panthers. Again, fans, a little confusion. The Panthers are the visiting team in this game, so easy for me to say, Western Connecticut will still have an at-bat in the bottom of the 7th.
Right now, Davis, Goss, and Emerson due up. Davis right now is 1 for 2. She has a single, 2 RBI.
Yeah, of course, that 2-run single, the thing the hit that essentially opened the floodgates for the Panthers.
Yeah, drove in Kennard and Morrissey back in that 3rd inning.
The first pitch she sees is in there for a called strike.
So if this goes cleanly as we're at the bottom of the hour at 2 o'clock, we're looking at probably a 3:10, 3:15 start for UMass Boston and UMass Dartmouth, as if your fans are trying to catch the action of that game right now on Little East TV.
Davis takes that one.
Games in on one day. Never had a chance of staying on schedule.
2-1 pitch now to Davis. Ripped, but right over to Dugan, who goes on to Nowak for the out. Brings up Mel Goss, the third baseman.
Goss 1 for 3 today with a single to center field in the second inning and flied out to left and also popped out to first her last 2 times up. Goss again crucially keeping Western Connecticut State off the board last half inning, covering home plate on a couple of errant throws by the Panthers at first.
Watches that one for a ball, yeah. Definitely, if the Panthers can hold on to win this game, that'll be one of the plays of the game.
I was going to say, that is the play of the game right now.
1-0 pitch. Just inside and low now, 2-0. Pitch to Goss. Taken in there, called strike.
Geisen doing extremely well behind the plate, framing that one on the outside corner.
1 down, nobody on, 2-1 count. That one way outside as Miller lost her command.
Miller held on to that one a little bit too long, trying to reach back, get everything on it for. We'll look trying to get strike 2, but that one just go high and away.
Good job by Plazinski to come in and just kind of settle down her pitcher here.
Luckily, no one on for the Panthers in this situation.
3-1 pitch. Swung on a high fly ball, but Plazinski will put it away for the out.
Yeah, it's a little pop-up. Thought there was more on it, just straight up into the sky. Plazinski able to pick that one out of the sky and the pop-up to 6.
Brings up left fielder number 12, Cassidy Emerson.
Emerson also 1 for 3 today. She has a single back in the second inning, grounded out to the pitcher back in the third inning and flied out to center field. Emerson with the first pitch high and inside.
Come
1-0 count now. Watches that one high and inside now, 2-0.
Looks like fatigue a little bit for Miller, just hanging on to the ball a little bit too long these last couple of pitches.
Emerson sees the 2-0 pitch. Low and in there for a ball, now 3-0. And it looks like the coach of the Colonials is still going to stick with Miller. No one over in the bullpen. Head coach Heather Stone. That was in there, called strike.
Emerson just red light, just taking that one all the way right over the heart of the plate.
3-1 pitch now to Emerson. Swung on a high fly ball, but out of play.
Luckily enough, again, a lot of extremes here for the Panthers working in foul territory this game with these pop-ups. Unfortunate for Western Connecticut State, just not able to track these ones down.
Another full count for a Panther batter. Doing some quick counting, it appears this is about the third or fourth one to get a full count. Another high fly ball. This one will be in play. Picked up by Dugan for the final out. So the Colonials can pick up a 1-2-3 inning, but they need at least 3 to tie as we head to the bottom of the 7th here at D&M Park. Bottom of the 7th inning from D&M Park. Weston out here with Dan Salzer. Colonials now 3 outs away from getting eliminated here in the Little East tournament. As the first pitch to Hart is in there for a called strike.
Hart, Geisen, and Fuchs due up right now for Western Connecticut State University. Hart 0 for 2, pop out to short, ground out to third.
Fouls that one behind the dugout now, 2-0. And worth mentioning, Dan, if Miller can pick up the victory here, it'd be 14 straight shutout innings she's thrown so far in these playoffs.
Absolute domination as a freshman.
The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss as Hart goes down swinging for the first out.
Absolute gas right there by Kaitlyn Miller. Looking so strong, so confident as a freshman, just taking control of this 7th. Fans, attention Panther fans, Plymouth State Athletics has launched a new online apparel store. Visit www.pantherlockerroom.com and gear up for the next big game.
Brings up the Geisen as it goes off of Miller. Geisen will reach on first, but now we'll check to see if Miller's okay. As that caught her, it looked like right in the shin.
Head coach Bruce Addison just going to slowly come out, check on his star pitcher. It looks like Miller's already shaking him off. I'm fine, let's go.
Coach Addison's going to come out anyway, just to be sure.
But I love that competitiveness, that this is my game, don't take me out, I'm going to finish this one by the freshman. Essentially adrenaline at this point, yeah, she's fine.
So it will be Geisen on first with the single.
Should bring up Fuchs unless you have another pinch hitter.
I believe it's actually Jessup who re-entered, unless they do have another pinch hitter. Softball, one of those things that always confuses me, where you can take someone out but then pop them right back in if you need to.
We're going to have a pinch runner at first for Geisen.
We'll wait to hear and see who it is.
Pinch running for the Colonials, number 25, Alyssa Barkham.
It's going to be number 25, Alyssa Barkham.
Number 28, Erica Bauer.
And there is another pinch hitter. It's going to be number 28, Erica Bauer. Bauer, 239 this season with 3 RBIs.
Again, Colonials down to their last 2 outs here in this Little East Conference tournament on day 2 action here in Plymouth, New Hampshire.
First pitch to Bauer. Taken low and away for a ball. One-0 pitch. Low and away now, 2-0.
Just got to see if Kaitlyn's a little flustered from that liner back up off the leg. See how her plant foot is, if she's starting to get a little bit wild here with this batter.
2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit foul over into the Plymouth stands.
A little hard shot there. Fans all ducking away, but nice souvenir.
Another souvenir for lucky fans, what we like to say. The 2-1 pitch now to Bauer. Just missing low and away now, 3-1.
I wonder if that plant foot, again, is just bothering Miller a little bit. She's releasing a little bit early, letting these balls sail low just at the shins of these batters.
3-1 pitch. Taking called strike now, full count to Bauer.
Birch doing so well framing in the outside corner on that fastball.
Runner on first. 1 out, 3-2 pitch. Swung on, high fly ball into the glove of Nina Murray. What a catch.
Nina Murray took a poor angle towards that ball, had to try to recover to her left after charging straight in. That was tailing out to her right. I don't know if we caught it on camera. It might have just been out of shot with our stationary in left field, but my oh my, reaching out with a lever, and now we're down to 1 out.
So it's the final chance now for the Colonials and La Femina.
LaFemina 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the second inning and flied out to left field her last time up.
High
back in
fly
the fifth.
ball, first pitch, sorry Dan, out of play.
Again, I'm never going to get it out fast enough with these first pitches here by Miller.
Yeah, Miller just delivers right off the bat. Again, pun intended. I'm going to use it all day, I don't care. 0-1 pitch from Miller. Swung on, hit right back into the glove. And the Plymouth State Panthers eliminate the Western Connecticut State Colonials.
Well, we knew it was going to be a little bit nervous of a start for both teams. Plymouth State, again, hosting the tournament on day 2 for the first time in program history. So with a young roster, how are they going to come out here at home with all eyes on this program hosting Western Connecticut State coming off of that loss on Tuesday? How are they going to react? We saw a lot of aggressive base running calls and pinch running early on in the first and second innings, but it was Plymouth State in the third, fourth inning that really got the bats going. We saw Miller in the circle for Plymouth State dominate, I believe, 12 straight, if I'm correct here, was it 12 straight? She sat down in a row in the middle innings, and then what can we say about Melissa Goss covering third base, or covering home plate, that is, from third on an error at first base as Miller tried to get over Kennard. That really sealed the deal with this 3-0 win. Plymouth State advances, playing on, I believe, at 6 p.m. tonight. Western Connecticut State, after a hard battle here on days 1 and 2, unfortunately would be sent home.
So the Panthers are rolling. Final score here from D&M Park for game number 2. Panthers win at 3-0. Game 3 will begin in about 30 minutes or so. It'll be the UMass Boston Beacons versus the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. So for Dan Salzer, I'm Wes Now with our producer Michael Mahoney. We'll see you again in about 30 minutes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to D&M Park for our third game here on day number 2, game number 6 of the Little East Conference Tournament, where we saw two teams already get eliminated. Here we saw Keene State fall to Eastern Connecticut State in extra innings in 8-1-0 to be eliminated from the tournament. And we just saw Plymouth State, the number 1 seed and host institution of this tournament, knock off Western Connecticut State University as a 3 seed. Hello, everyone. I'm Dan Salzer alongside Weston Atwood, bringing you coverage of the number 4 seed UMass Boston Beacons taking on the number 5 seed UMass Dartmouth Corsairs. At this time, Weston, can you run through the starting lineups for both teams?
Yeah, so looking first at the visiting UMass Dartmouth Deacons. Batting first, the left fielder, number 7, Rebecca Field. I'm sorry, let's try this again. Batting first, the left fielder, number 10. Find it here on the thing.
The wind is getting to us right now in center field.
Batting second, shortstop, number 6, Maxine Vincent. Batting third, designated player, number 2, Emily Colton. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 13, Marissa Spinuzzi. Batting fifth, playing first base, is number 20, Sierra Sheeran. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 15, Lexi Pereira. Batting seventh, right fielder, number 8, Brittany Polk. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 12, Gracie Trudeau. Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 22, Victoria Woodward. And then the flex player is center fielder, number 7, Rebecca Field. And then taking a look at the home UMass Boston Beacons as the 4 seed. They'll be led off by left fielder number 12, Kiera Prusmack. Batting second baseman number 7, Kaitlyn Morse. Batting third, the catcher number 9, Roxanne Vento. We then have batting in the cleanup spot, the right fielder number 16, Gia Razkowski. Batting fifth, designated player number 13, Ari Bellata. Batting sixth, center fielder number 15, Taylor Paulina. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 14, that is Alyssa Tully. Batting eighth, number 19, Lauren Mitsiaris. And then batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Gigi Braga.
So that is the starting lineup in the batting order for both teams, as the lineups have just been announced as we get set for game number 6 here in the Little East Conference Tournament on a bright sunshine but windy day. Wind, again, coming from our backs in center field. Pitcher's wind going from center to home base. So we haven't seen any home runs. We've seen a lot of high shots, Weston, in the first 2 games here today, just kind of dying as they've hit the outfield, but no home runs as of now.
Yeah, it's been a very crazy day as far as the wind's gone. We saw definitely, as you mentioned, a bunch of hits, especially from the Panthers in that second game that on another day definitely probably could have carried out of D&M Park. But just overall, it's playing to the pitcher's advantage. Expect another great pitcher's duel here. Again, both these teams having won their first round games, no one being eliminated in this one. I expect a real close game here.
Well, we'll see what happens. Again, we know that Plymouth State will be playing at 6 p.m. today for their second game action as we try to find all of our notes. I've got them here somewhere for the schedule, Weston.
Yeah, the wind is just playing havoc.
It's just an absolute disaster. There goes one of them. So looking at it with 4 teams remaining here in the tournament in the Little East Conference. Eastern Connecticut State, who won the 10 o'clock game against Keene, will be playing the loser of this game at 4 p.m. or the start time at 4 p.m. So immediately following this game. So one of these teams, whoever falls, will be playing immediately after. And then the winner of this game will be facing Plymouth State, the number 1 seed, at scheduled time 6 p.m., but now looking more like 7:30 start time for that game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a under-the-lights game here at D&M Park, which we were down here one night with, I was down here one night with Allison and Nina, and I was talking, like, why don't you guys play a night game? The lights are here. Why not you get used to them? They said, we've talked about that for the schedule, but hosting the tournament, that's definitely going to happen tonight for the Plymouth State Panthers.
And the problem with it, it's the grounds crew. God bless them for all the work they have done here at Plymouth State. Not only here today to get the fields ready, and in between every game, we have doubleheader baseball going on between Rhode Island College and Plymouth State for senior day for the Panthers, but also right behind us is warm-ups going on right now for women's lacrosse as the Panthers, the number 2 seed, are hosting Keene State. So the grounds crew very active, but it's the overtime schedule essentially. What I've been told is why we don't have night games. So that's what's going on there. So it would be great to see night games in the regular season, but hopefully get one here today.
Yeah, as mentioned, crazy. I remember watching last season, Keene State was hosting about 3 tournaments. I said, man, maybe one of these days Plymouth State can do that. I didn't think it would be this year. As number 10, Nicole Sweeney leads off. First pitch in there. I believe it was low for a ball, in there called strike. In the circle for the Beacons is number 2, Jess Greenspan. Greenspan, a 2.51 ERA. 16 wins, 7 losses, and 27 appearances, 150.2 innings pitched. And one of those things, Dan, much like St. Germain for the Keene State Owls, just mainly the main pitcher for these UMass Boston Beacons.
Yeah, we see a lot of 1-2 as the pop up out of play behind to the backstop. Again, we're trying to get ourselves organized here for all of our broadcasts, so we apologize if we're kind of in and out of it at the moment. But yeah, it's just a lot of these teams rolling 1-2 pitchers for starting. You don't need more than that. All you're going to do is a double header on a day, and you don't need 5 days rest like you do in baseball here in softball. So that's why we see the short staff in the pen. Fastball missing away there, even the count of 2-2.
Yeah, good job there by Greenspan trying to get McSweeney to chase, but she laid off of it.
A 2-2 pitch. Fastball down low, just missing off the bottom part of the plate. Full count now, the first one we have here today.
Yeah, look for McSweeney to try to find something and rip it. 359 average, 7 RBIs, 2 triples, so she does have some speed out of the batter's box.
Swung on, a little chopper to second. Morse trying to get over to first. Doesn't get the throw off in time, so it'll be an infield single there for McSweeney.
So, quick early trouble. I mean, we've seen it all day long from both games. Once you get that leadoff runner on, it's a scary situation for any team on defense.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 6, Maxine Vincent.
Vincent this season, a 207 average, 1 home run, 4 RBIs.
Vincent showing bunt. No throw there from Vento behind the plate. McSweeney thought about taking second.
McSweeney does have 7 stolen bases, so definitely a speed threat on the bag for the Corsairs.
Ball taken outside, 1-0 pitch, down low on the inside part again, 2-0 the count. Vento once again thought about the snap throw.
You mentioned that breeze, Dan, once again coming from behind us here in center field. So much like the Panthers and Colonials game, any ball hits is pretty much going to die in the air.
Big swing and a miss, strike 2 there. Big cut looking for the fences. Yeah, this win, again, it's going to be a havoc all day. It hasn't changed direction. It's been completely center field to home plate here today. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul down the first base side.
Big healthy crowd here at D&M Park as both UMass schools have traveled well here.
That's what you love to see. I mean, first time Plymouth State has hosted this tournament. We've called it so far multiple times today, but great turnout by every institution on what has turned out to be a beautiful day. Swung on, sent to the backstop. Keeps the count at 1-2. Vincent trying to move McSweeney from first. Again, UMass Dartmouth winning on the road at Western Connecticut State University, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was the 9-8 game in extras. Shot to right field. That's going to land fair, just on the line. And the Corsairs will have 2-1 with no outs in the top of the first.
Big hit there by Vincent, just finding that little spot in the grass. Now with no outs, you got the go-ahead run early here in scoring position.
Brings up the designated player, number 2, Emily Colton.
Colton on this season, 339 average, 19 RBIs, with 11 doubles and 2 triples, 41 total hits.
Look for her to be a powerhouse to drive in a run here early on. And both of these teams upset their host teams they faced on Tuesday. UMass Boston upset Eastern Connecticut State 4-0 on Tuesday. As we talked about, Weston, in our first broadcast in Game 1 at 10 a.m. is that this whole league has been so close this year.
Yeah, I mean, a four-way tie for the lead and then a three-way tie for the final spot. Just 7 teams under a blanket here.
And that's why we saw only Plymouth State with the non-upset win on day 1. It's just anyone can win at any time, and they've been very close games. 1-0 in extras in Game 1 between Eastern and Keene, and then 3-0 Plymouth State over Western in Game 2 today. Fastball swung on, chopped foul down the third base side, up and out of play into the bleachers.
One fan trying to make a one-handed leaping catch there, just could not come up with it.
I think that's student work or diving effort there, kind of reaching over the body, just missing off the fingertips.
There is a yellow jacket there, yeah. That is indeed one of our very own trying to make that daring catch.
Colton working with a 1-1 count. Still no outs here, top of the first inning. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here at D&M Park on the campus of Plymouth State University. Swung on, hard shot, but foul. Got turned early on that one by Colton. Again, Plymouth settled in the beautiful foothills of the White Mountains. Absolutely lovely place for softball here today.
Yeah, and you can't ask for better weather. Kind of wish tomorrow was looking a little better, but we'll take it today.
1-2 pitch, snap down to first. Diving back beautifully there is Vincent, staying alive at the base. Evens count at 2-2.
Greenspan struggling a little bit early here, not only giving up 2 straight singles, but not getting very good counts. When she does get ahead, she falls behind rather quickly.
2-2 pitch swung on, again chopped foul. Good battle here by Colton in the 3-hole.
McSweeney kind of making a break for third. You have to wonder if a hit and run might have been on there.
Boston still looking to get the first out of the game. Sent down the third baseline by Colton. That's going to stay. That's going to be foul, just barely. I lost it in the outfield fence, just in front of me here, sitting down, but just barely foul. Keeps it at 2-2.
Again, kind of hard to read that from here, but a huge hit there. Had that stayed fair, definitely would have been the first run of the game for the Corsairs.
Nice job by UMass Dartmouth, just to battle here and get the pitch count up on Greenspan early on here in the first. 2-2 pitch again, high floater, missing the top of the strike zone. First full count we've had today.
Yeah, full count here. We'll see what Greenspan does. You don't want to walk the bases loaded with no outs.
Greenspan with a 3-2 pitch. She toes the rubber with a delivery. Swung on, high shot. That's a pop-up to shallow left field. Charging in is Prusmack, and it'll be the first out of the game.
Big first out there for the UMass Boston Beacons. Now a double play gets you out of the inning.
Prusmack doing well to sit underneath that one.
Braga losing her hat there in the wind. As we said, it's playing havoc right now.
Marissa Spinuni, that is, the second baseman up to bat. Eventually get these names right.
Spinuzzi, the leading hitter for the Corsairs. 381 average, 30 RBIs, leading in both categories.
Fastball inside, just missing the inside part of the plate at the letters. Quickly a 1-0 count. Chopped, but just foul off the end of the bat. Spinuzzi just getting the end of it, coming around early. Got fooled, was looking for a little bit of a breaking ball there.
Yeah, Spinuzzi kind of fooled on that one just a little bit. We'll see what she comes back with here.
The 1-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, popped foul straight back over the press box. And we'll do it again.
Greenspan finally in a favorable pitcher's count. About the second or third one we've seen from her. Usually this is where she starts to throw out of the zone.
In there for the strike. Gets the out. Beautiful pitch there on the inside part of the plate.
Nice one there from Greenspan, her first K. Working beautifully on the outside part of the zone.
It's going to bring up the first baseman, number 20, Sierra Sheeran. Sheeran looking to drive home a run here.
Yeah, Sharon 291 with 18 RBIs.
Off-speed pitch, missing the outside part of the black. McSweeney at second, Vincent at first, both reaching on singles. Swung on, hard shot, that's going to drop fair in the left field. Throw coming home, not in time. McSweeney's going to get home, throw down to second, and is safe. And just like that, UMass Dartmouth on the board. A nice job by Sheeran to get the RBI single.
Huge to get the first lead of the game. We saw earlier with the Panthers, once they got the lead, they just cruised to the victory. We'll see if the Corsairs can have that same effect in this third game today.
It's going to bring up the third baseman, number 15, Lexi Pereira.
Pereira coming into today's game, as I can find it here, 244 with 6 RBI. She does have 1 home run.
In there for a strike. Again, we're going to be losing you soon, heading over to women's lacrosse to be public address announcer for that semifinal matchup between Plymouth State and Keene.
Yeah, I'll probably head out here in a little bit. See what this at-bat has here first.
Swung on, popped up. That's going to be a fly out to center field to end the side, but some damage done. UMass Dartmouth gets on the board first. It's 1-0. We head to the bottom of the first inning. So we head to the bottom of the first inning. UMass Boston due up, and it's going to be Prusmack, Morse, and Vento up for the Beacons. Again, bear with me as I'm rolling solo until we get all the other games situated with our broadcast here today. Again, the loser of this will not be eliminated as both of these teams won back on Tuesday, so no matter what, both teams will be safe for the latter games here today. It's going to be Woodward towing the rubber for the Corsairs. Going against the left fielder, Kiera Prusmack. First pitch away, missing there for a ball. One-0 pitch, high, missing. Looks like Woodward just held on to that one a little bit too long on the delivery. Swung on, missing the slap bunt attempt. That's in there for a strike. Two-one pitch. Slap bunt gets down. That's going to roll and be safe. Over at first there will be Prusmack. So an infield hit there for Kiera Prusmack. Gets the Beacons with their first base runner of the day. Going to bring up the second baseman in number 7, Kaitlyn Morse. Morse thought about it, pitch down and away, no snap throw down to first. In there for a ball. Again, Trudeau catching for Woodward. Sheeran, Spinuzzi, Vincent, and Pereira around the infield, and then McSweeney, Field, and Polk in the outfield for the Corsairs. Slap bunt sent down foul on the third base side. Evens the count at 1-1. A little equipment adjustment here. Looks like at the moment for Corsair. Looks like Vincent having some work done. The shortstop for UMass Dartmouth, but seem to be okay. Back underway. 1-1 count. Scoreboard's not showing it. Slap bunt sent down, just going to go foul once again. Morse battling here at the plate. One-two pitch. Missing low and away. Evens it at 2-2. Now we got a producer back. Now I'm not doing everything solo right now. Morse looking to advance Prusmack. Swung on Chopper at first. That's going to be picked up easily there by Sheeran for the first out, but it's going to advance the runner, Prusmack, to second. So one down, running now in scoring position here for the Beacons in the bottom of the first inning. Going to bring up Roxanne Votto, the catcher. So I have lost my stats on Veto's season at the moment, so I apologize. Bunt laid down, just going foul on the third base side. Slap down, found on the first base side. Now finally finding it. Veto right now batting .469 going into today. She has 53 hits on 113 at-bats, 18 doubles, 2 home runs, 36 RBIs, and that's a team high. One-two pitch. High pitch there, missing. Evens the count at 2-2. Get one out here in the bottom of the first inning. UMass Dartmouth already has a 1-0 lead. Prusmack right now being stuck at second base after her single. Swung on, sent up the middle. That's going to reach center field. Prusmack rounding third, coming for home, and we're tied 1-1. Throw down at second, miscommunication, and in there, Veto at second, and we're tied 1-1. So Veto gets the RBI. Almost got picked off at second, rounding first, but give her, and I'll give her an infield single and have her advancing to second on the errant throw. But she does pick up the RBI. It's going to bring up the right fielder in Kiera Prusmack. Prusmack batting .364 going into today. .39 for 107 at the plate, 10 doubles, 5 home runs, 31 RBIs. So a power hitting lineup for the Beacons. Again, one of the 4 teams that tied for the regular season title, as they had the number 4 seed after the tiebreaker. That pitch misses down and in to Prusmack. Woodward trying to get out of a jam. In there, just missing low and inside. Quickly 2-0 the count. Duo pitch. Fastball getting in there for a strike. Nice pitch over the heart of the plate. Prusmack was kind of fooled up. Swung on, but it's fouled off of Prusmack. 2-2 now the count. Woodward trying to get out of a jam. Chance at a double play if possible, and the bunt slapped at and sent foul down the third base side. We'll do it again, 2-2. So again, a reminder, fans, the loser of this game will play immediately after this against Eastern Connecticut State in an elimination game. And then the winner will face Plymouth State at 6 p.m. tonight. Again, that is a scheduled time. We are behind as that's into the dirt. No advancement from Vento. We started this game about an hour and 15 minutes behind schedule due to the extra innings game in Game 1 and then the length of Plymouth State's game against Western in Game 2 here today. So please bear in mind as more of our papers go flying. Swung on, hard shot, sent foul, just missing the bleachers. This wind is playing havoc on us right now. I don't even know what to do with ourselves right now, but it's a full count to Prusmack. Slapped at, sent at second, picked up nicely there by Spinuzzi over to first for the force out. But the runner will advance to third, but 2 outs now in the inning. So Vento now at third base. That's going to bring up Ari Bellata, the designated player. Bellata batting .330. Power hitting lineup here by the Beacons. 29 hits, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. And I believe 20 RBIs. Yes. And that's going to do it. As I look down, that's the out. And the side, we head to the top of the second, tied 1-1.
What separates UMass Boston from other schools is the fact that a large percentage of students commute. For me, it takes 2 hours each day to go to and from school. But every second has been worth it because the students that come here are serious about learning, they value their education, and understand where it'll take them in the future. This is what UMass Boston means to me.
Paris changed my life, and I got there through UMass. Those very specific seminal moments in Paris, the subway. A man in a tuxedo walked in, and a woman in a long gown. And it was stunning. It all hit me. It was like a lightning bolt. There was this world of beauty and style that I wanted to be a part of. That was the beginning of the journey. And that all came through the University of Massachusetts. And that was really a key moment for me. That's one of those moments you never forget.
Back live here at D&M Park for the top of the second inning. Bottom of the order due up for the Corsairs and Polk, Trudeau, and Woodward. Brittany Polk, the right fielder here this game, comes in batting .265. She has 26 hits, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 16 RBIs. Slugging .316 on the year. Does have 8 walks as well. First pitch of ball swung on, hard shot sent to right field. That's heading back, but picked out of the air by Rezkowski for the first out. Hard shot there. Again, this pitcher's win, keeping everything inside the park here today in all games. It's going to bring up the catcher and Gracie Trudeau. Trudeau batting .209. With 18 hits, 4 doubles, 7 RBIs. In there for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. I'd like to thank you fans for joining us on Little East TV. This entire tournament is brought to you by Plymouth State Broadcasting, as Plymouth State earned the #1 seed through tiebreaker. So that one's into the dirt, making it 2-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. That's in foul territory. Will it get out of play? But it will be a nice catch there by Mitsarius at first for the second out of the inning. Bring up the pitcher, number 22 in the 9-hole, Victoria Woodward. Woodward only batting .182 on the season. So that one misses low and away. Again, as we head to 4 o'clock hour, slap foul out of play on the first base side. Fans looking for the 4 o'clock game. We are behind schedule, as this is the 2 o'clock game just getting underway. Top of the second inning, tied 1-1. Here at D&M Park in Plymouth, New Hampshire, campus of Plymouth State University. Fastball in there for a strike. Makes the count 1-2. High pitch, framed beautifully, but not going to get the call is Vento behind the plate. Greenspan trying to get out of this here. Trying to go 1-2-3 here in the second. 2-2 pitch, swung on, chopped foul. We'll do it again. It's again an absolute beautiful day here in Plymouth, New Hampshire for day 2 of this Little East Conference tournament. Again, if fans of you haven't heard, the entire tournament has been moved up a couple days, a 2-2 pitch down inside, making it a full count. As we will have 5 games here for you today. Got 2 more coming up after this before Championship Friday, as this was supposed to be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday tournament, but due to the weather coming in, it had to have been condensed. Swung on, sent to the backstop, staying alive beautifully. There's Woodward. So depending on how many teams are remaining after today, we'll have 2, maybe 3 games. Right now scheduled to start at 9 a.m. That could theoretically be bumped up a little bit earlier depending on, again, how many teams are remaining after today. 3-2 pitch. Once again, foul to the backstop. Woodward doing well to battle at the plate against Greenspan, and that's something that the Corsairs have done well here in the first 2 innings, is really drive up the pitch count on Greenspan, battling hard at the plate. Greenspan toes the rubbers, end of delivery, high and away, ball 4. It's the first walk of the game for either side. And then we head back to the top of the order. Nicole McSweeney, the left fielder, singled last inning. She's 1 for 1 of the day and scored a run on Sheeran's single to get the scoring going here for this game. Slap bunt, that's going to make it through the gap into left or right field. Left field it is, and runner on once again. So the second hit of the day for McSweeney. Corsairs looking strong here early on in game number 6. Bring up Maxine Vincent, the shortstop. She's also 1 for 1 with a single to right field in the first inning. Hard shot down the line that stayed fair. Missing there for a ball. Greenspan with a 1-0 pitch. Chop foul out of play off the first base side into the bullpen. Evens count at 1-1. Swung on again, pop foul. Looks like Corsairs are just getting a little bit late behind these swings. Greenspan bringing in extra juice right now. Getting ahead in the count 1-2. High pitch missing, evens the count at 2-2. Dartmouth threatening here once again for the second inning in a row with another runner in scoring position. So we have Woodward at second, McSweeney at first. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Swung on, popped straight up. That's going to stay in play by the looks of things. Invento makes the easy out to end the side. And threatening here with the Corsairs, but can't get anything from it. We head to the bottom of the second, tied 1-1. Welcome back to D&M Park here on the campus of Plymouth State University. We head to the bottom of the second inning, and due up for the Beacons will be Polina, Tully, and Mitsiaris, the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the lineup.
Leading off for the Beacons, center fielder, number 15,
Taylor Polina, the center fielder here in this game, will lead off the bottom of the second, batting .314 with 14 hits, 32 runs scored, 7 doubles, 1 home run, 18 RBI. So missing there the first pitch for a ball. Swung on at third. It's going to be grounded beautifully over to first for the out. A nice pick there by Pereira at third over to Sheeran, and 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Bring up Taylor Tully, the third baseman. Correction, Alyssa Tully. I have it written down incorrectly in my book. My apologies. Alyssa Tully batting .291. Swing on there, nicely caught there by UMass Dartmouth. Quickly 2 down in the inning. I can't even get it out quick enough. So once again, Pereira on the hot corner, picking that line shot.
now batting the first baseman, number 19, Lauren Mitsiaris.
Coming up, Lauren Mitsiaris batting .344. And a lot of 300 hitters here for the Beacons this season. 10 runs, 33 hits, 7 doubles, 1 home run, 20 RBIs. Woodward trying to go 1-2-3 here in the second. Off-speed pitch inside, missing, evens the count at 1-1. And scoreboard's been throwing me off a little bit here today. It's saying it's the third inning. It is the bottom of the second. Swung on, sent to left center, and a beautiful catch there by Field, running on against McSweeney in left. They cross over, but Fields gets the catch. UMass Dartmouth gets it 1-2-3. We head to the top of the third inning, tied 1-1.
Paris changed my life, and I got there through UMass. Those very specific seminal moments in Paris, the subway. A man in a tuxedo walked in, and a woman in a long gown. And it was stunning. It all hit me. It was like a lightning bolt. There was this world of beauty and style that I wanted to be a part of. That was the beginning of the journey. And that all came through the University of Massachusetts. And that was really a key moment for me. It's one of those moments you never forget.
The University of Massachusetts Boston. It's just minutes from downtown, and the Princeton Review calls it one of the best values in the country. A nationally recognized institution of academic excellence and research, UMass Boston offers more than 150 undergraduate and graduate programs, 16 Division III sports, and more than 100 student organizations. To learn more about the opportunities waiting for you at UMass Boston, visit in person or online. UMass Boston, a research university with a teaching soul.
So back here for the top of the third inning. We apologize. We're trying to get stuff situated here for the other event, trying to get them set up here for game 4 and 5 this afternoon, so I apologize. We're trying to get that uploaded if you were looking for it right now. Again, this is the 2 o'clock matchup that was about an hour and a half late between number 4 seed UMass Boston, number 5 seed UMass Dartmouth, as we have the middle of the order due up for the Corsairs. Colton right now, Colton 0 for 1, flied out to left field her first time up right now with a 3-1 count against her. Swung on, hard shot sent to left field, but that's pulling foul into the trees, but that had the power to go to the distance into the wind, just pulling it foul. What a hard shot, the hardest one we've seen here today by any team. Nice pick there by Tully at third, over to first for the out. Tully diving at third, hot corner, 1 down here at the top of the third. Marissa Spinuzzi up. She's 0 for 1, struck out swinging her first time up, back in the first inning. In there for a strike. Fastball just missing away. Making it a 1-1 count, I believe. Scoreboard again, a little slow. Putting it up at the press box. Popped up, that's going to stay in the infield, and nice job there by Greenspan to get the out. So quickly 2 down against the Corsairs here in the top of the third. It's going to bring up Sierra Sheeran, the first baseman, number 20. She is 1 for 1 with a single back in the first inning. 1 run scored with her RBI. She brought home McSweeney from second base. First pitch offering. That's just going to go foul down the third baseline. Swung on, popped up again, staying on the infield, and Morse will be there for the third out. So 1, 2, 3 go the Corsairs. We head to the bottom of the third, tied 1-1. So 9-1-2 due up here for UMass Boston in the bottom of the third inning. Again, it's saying fourth inning on the board. I'm all sorts of confused right now. Either way, Gigi Braga due up the shortstop. Braga batting .306 with 34 hits, already down 0-1 in the count. High pitch, evens the count at 1-1. Swung on, miss on the fastball over the heart of the plate. Braga just could not catch up with it. Over the head there, Braga missing way off the plate. Braga had a duck. Evens the count at 2-2. Heading to the backstop there. Foul tipped. So 2-2 pitch coming from Woodward. Swung on, foul. And Braga stays alive. We'll do it again. Once again, Braga staying well, getting the foul tip on the slap swing. Staying alive at 2-2. Again, a lot of early hits so far this game. Both teams have one run on the board. High pitch inside, missing, making it a full count. Closer, Braga kind of running up through the box, almost hit it right in the head. But does make it a full count. Three-two pitch, swung on. It's going to be a little soft shot there to short. Vincent over to first, and it's going to be out to the wall. And an errant throw it on a second, and safe. So close play there. A couple of errors on the throw. But Braga finds herself at second base. Give her a single. I'll say that'll be E6 on the throw. They head to the top of the order. And Kiera Prusmack, 1 for 1 with a single, run scored in the first inning. Slap down for a bunt. Prusmack, all sorts of speed, able to get there. We'll have runners on the corner. Prusmack with some fantastic speed on the bunt. Now runners at first and third. Slap down, missing the tag there beautifully was Morse. See if they got her. She doesn't. 1 run home. Still with runners on the corner. Gonna have a confirmation here. We'll wait to put it in the book, but Braga held up at third. The umpiring crew will say she's safe at first. Looked like it was a foul ball, just getting out of play. So we still have Braga at third. The force out at second. Correction, no out. I'm got my book all messed up. But Kaitlyn Morse up now. Bunt attempt, no throw down, and Prusmack with a stolen base. Now 2 runners in scoring position at second and third. So it should be a 1-0 count. Swung on, hard shot to right field, right center. That's going to drop in for a hit. 1 run home, 2 home, and it's 3-1 UMass Boston. So Morse with a great piece of hitting with a loud single scores 2 runs. And the Beacons are starting to blow it open. Going to bring up the catcher, number 9, Roxanne Veto. She is 1 for 1 with a single, 1 RBI in the first inning. Trying to keep things going here. So Morris at first base. Pitch in the inside as Vento has to roll away from it to avoid being hit. Swung on, sent at first, and an unassisted play for the first out, but the runner will advance. So now we have Morse at second. It's going to bring up Kiera Prusmack, the right fielder. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second in the first inning. First pitch missing there for a ball. Fastball down and away, missing. And we apologize for trying to get situated up for the last games here today. Again, everything brought to you through Plymouth State Broadcasting on our Plymouth State portal page and through Little East TV. I'd like to thank you all for joining us online here in Day 2 action of the Little East Conference Softball Tournament. 2 teams have already been eliminated, with Keene losing to Eastern Connecticut State in Game 1 today at 10 a.m. In extra innings in 8, 1-0. Nice job by the Warriors there, battling hard. 2 pitchers that went the distance in what was absolute pitcher's duel. And then Plymouth State eliminating Western Connecticut State last game, 3-0 between the 1-3 matchup. Winner of this will not be eliminated as both teams won on Tuesday. 3-1 count right now on Ruskowski. Swung on, chopped foul off herself at the plate. Making it a full count, 3rd full count action against the Beacons here this game. Woodward toes the rubber. 3-2 pitch coming. Swung on again. Fouled off herself there is Ruskowski. Again, full count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, chop foul down the third base side. Ruskowski stays alive once again. Now it's Boston driving up the pitch count on Woodward. Swung on, pop foul. Just getting underneath it is Ruskowski. Up and out of play behind the press box. Again, Morse still stuck on second. Has 2 RBIs on her hit to make it a 3-1 lead for the Beacons. Swung on, hard shot. That one pulled foul instantly down the third base side, but that had a lot of power on it. Ruskowski getting around on it just a hair early. Once again, the 3-2 pitch. Woodward toes the rubber. Another fastball here. Gets it over the plate. Looked like it. She gets the punch out. Beautiful pitch there by Woodward. 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
How do I know which one's yours?
So 2 down, Ari Belota up, the designated player. 0 for 1, she grounded up to second her first time up. 1-0 count against her. Pitch on the inside part of the plate. No snap, throw down to second. Trudeau thought about it. So it looks like some maintenance happening at second base there by Morse helping out. She knocked up the bag. Looks like everything's okay. Officials are happy with it. We will continue here. Again, in my book, I have it as the bottom of the third. Scoreboard has it as the 4, so I'm rather confused there. Two balls, no strikes. Swung on, a little pop up the third, easy out there for the Corsairs. But the damage is done. UMass Boston gets 2 here this inning. It's 3-1 UMass Boston over UMass Dartmouth.
My name is Kaitlyn Morse, aka Keeks. I'm a senior here at UMass. I'm in the Exercise Health Sciences program, and I play volleyball, basketball, and softball. You know, I came here for volleyball, and I chose between basketball and softball, and I went with basketball my freshman year to play, and it's always kind of been a thing that I wanted to do is play softball my senior year. And after talking with Coach Daggs, she was like, yeah, come on the team. And I was like, all right. And here I am playing 3 sports this year. Being a Beacon, I don't even know if words can describe. You know, coming here as a freshman, I was a little nervous and scared. But, you know, I walked in these doors and they all had open arms. You know, they showed me the ropes. You know, the coaching staff, the athletic staff, the chancellor, the vice chancellors, everyone here is so welcoming. And I really can't stress enough about how much this is really a second family for me here at UMass. I got my 1,000 points this year. It's amazing. I don't even think words can describe how I feel about it. It's something I've always wanted to do my whole life, and doing it here with my teammates and the coaching staff here is just an unbelievable experience, and I'm so happy to be able to do that. I'm doing my internship this summer at the Quincy YMCA, and I really hope to be coaching in my future.
So Corsairs 6, 7, and 8 due up here this inning. Alexi Pereira offering the first pitch. Hot shot to short, and she's going to be there safe. So an infield single there for Pereira to get things going. Braga knocked it down but couldn't get the throw over quick enough.
Now batting number 8, Brittany Polk.
Mitziar is doing well to dig it though. So it's going to bring up the right fielder, Brittany Polk, who's 0 for 1, flied out to right field her first time up back in the second inning. Swung on, hard shot again, sent to right field, but that's going to land foul. So 0-1 pitch here. Little blooper staying infield and a force out at second. Nice 6-4 play there to get the lead runner. Bragnon doing well to pick it out of the dirt. It'll be a fielder's choice there for Polk. Be the first out of the inning. Remember the catcher, number 12, Gracie Trudeau. 0 for 1. She popped out in foul territory, first base, the second inning, and does it once again for the second out. So quickly 2 down now against the Corsairs. Bring up Victoria Woodward, the pitcher. Walked her first time up, stranded at second base after a hard battle at the plate. Fastball over the plate, in there for a strike.
Oh, game over. Need that in 2 seconds.
Missing there, down in the zone, evens it up at 1-1.
Did you say you probably beat me? Yeah. I like to say no to see how people react. I probably couldn't, but I was walking away and I was like, because some people think it's so offensive. It's like, you know I probably couldn't. Like, I don't know. What do you think about that?
High, missing there. 2-1. Swung on, chopped foul over the backstop. Evens the count at 2-2 for Woodward. Greenspan delivers, hot shot right back at her, over to first. And Mitziaris for the third out. Nice hands there by Greenspan to end the side. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 3-1 UMass Boston. back live at D&M Park here on the campus of Plymouth State University for the bottom of the fourth inning. 6-7-8 due up for the Beacons as that's in there for a strike to Taylor Polina, the center fielder. She's 0 for 1 with a ground out to third base back in the second inning. Again, the Beacons with a 3-1 lead here. Again, winner of this will face Plymouth State at the 6 o'clock scheduled time as that's chopped foul down the third base side. Again, that game will most likely be at least 7:30 or 8 o'clock at this point. The way these games have gone as we're trying to pack in 5 softball games in the Little East Conference tournament today due to the weather that is supposed to be coming in midday tomorrow. What's supposed to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday is now Thursday, Friday tournament. Slap bunt, that's going to land in, and no throw to first. Nice aggressive play there by Taylor Polina to get an infield single on the bunt. And the lead runner is on for the Beacons. Again, the loser of this game will play immediately after this against Eastern Connecticut State University. That will be an elimination game. Bring up Alyssa Tully. First pitch offering, chop foul, out of play on the third base side, over the bleachers. Tully 0 for 1, she lined out to third. Her last time up, a hot shot there at third. With Pereira digging it on the first pitch. Laying down the bunt. That's going to be in play. Looks like she will be out at first is the call. Tough one there, but 2 outs. Correction, 1 out here in the inning. That will advance the runner into scoring position. And Polina.
Now batting number 19, Lauren Gutierrez.
Bring up Lauren Mitsieris, the first baseman, number 19. She's 0 for 1, flying out to center field her first time up in the second. Slapped out, nice pick at third. Throw over to first, in time for out number 2. Pereira doing well to cover third, preventing Polina advancing to third, getting the throw off in time though. It'll be the bottom of the order, and Gigi Braga, the shortstop. She is 1 for 1. Single back in the third inning, advanced to second on the error as that's fouled up. Hitting the dirt there is Braga. Did come home to score a run on the single there by Morse last inning. Woodward trying to prevent more damage against her. Oh, 1 pitch. Straight over the plate, foul to the backstop. A little bit high. Braga lucky. Thought she had a chance of pulling that one. Finds herself in a hole, 0-2. High pitch out of the zone. No throw down to second from Trudeau. Again, bottom of the hour here at 4 o'clock. The 4 o'clock game is going to be a while. We're in the mid part of the scheduled 2 o'clock game as, again, things have been pushed back. So if you're looking for that game, slapped at. That looks like it's going to get up and out of play at the fence. A hard shot running into the fence. There's Pereira. Looks to be okay. And correction, that was Vincent charging towards the fence from short, looking for the ball, but just out of play. Braga will stay alive. 1-2 count against her. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 4th inning. Polina at second. Lone runner on base. Fastball chopped down the third baseline, just out of play into the bleachers. Again, fans of Plymouth State softball, fans of Keene State lacrosse, we'll try to give you an update when we can, as baseball for Plymouth State is in their game 2 of their doubleheader against Rhode Island College on senior day. Low pitch away there, evens the count at 2-2. And we'll try to give you an update. The top of the 5th inning right now, Keene State and Plymouth State in women's lacrosse are the 2-3 matchup just behind us at Arnold Field in Little East Conference semifinal, so we'll give you an update as well with that game. A lot of action here at Plymouth State. Swung on, popped up, and that's going to get up and out of play, but just so over the third base dugout. Gigi Bragna doing well, battling here, keeping it a 2-2 count. Woodward trying to get out of a jam, as I mentioned before. Dartmouth trails by 2 mid part of this game. 2-2 pitch, swung on, chop foul once again. Again, fans, join us on social media today using the hashtag LEC Softball and see your tweets live on the air in the Little East Conference Tournament. Let us know where you're watching from, how you're enjoying the coverage of this fantastic Day 2, and show your support for your university. Full count, 3-2 pitch, swung on, that sent into play, popped up at short. A nice catch there by Vincent, and that will do it for the side. So UMass Dartmouth avoids more damage. One left on. We head to the top of the 5th, 3-1 UMass Boston.
The University of Massachusetts Boston, with its scenic oceanfront campus, easily accessible to downtown Boston, is recognized as a model of excellence for urban public universities. 16 NCAA Division III sports are part of the more than 100 student organizations that create an engaging campus life in America's biggest and best college town. UMass Boston, Boston's urban public research university for the 21st century.
There's a path that takes you further in life, a breakthrough way of learning that prepares you for an ever-changing world. Plymouth State's integrated clusters approach lets you follow your own path, not someone else's. It gives you choices within your degree, open labs, real-world experience, with faculty who work with you every step of the way. Become the leader, the doer every day, a tomorrow changer. Find your own path at Plymouth State University. See further up here.
As you head off to college, you crave independence, but you want to know you're not alone. At Plymouth State University, our close-knit campus and experienced faculty allow you to learn more without going too far away. Find out more at plymouth.edu/learn more.
So we head to the top of the 5th inning. Top of the order for the Corsairs. It'll be Nicole McSweeney, Maxine Vincent, and Emily Dalton dude up. Colton, that is, my apologies. Nicole McSweeney, she is 2 for 2. 2 singles, run scored as a blooper there at second, and she'll be out at first. So first pitch offering there, 1 out quickly here in the top of the 5th inning. Nice job there by Morse to pick it out of the dirt. Bring up Maxine Vincent, the shortstop. She is 1 for 2 with a single to right field. And she popped up in foul territory at the plate that Vento caught back in the 2nd inning. First pitch away for a ball. Pitch catches the plate. Nice one inside on the hands. Evens the count at 1-1. hard swing, foul tip to the backstop. Again, we have not seen a relief pitcher in any game so far here today. It's been all starters so far. Greenspan looking to continue on, holding that 2-run lead, top of the 5th inning. Fastball down and away, missing the plate, evens count at 2-2. High pitch. Greenspan held on to that one a little bit too long, trying to reach bat. Makes it a full count, 3-2. And it looks like things are tied up, 4-4. Pitch on the inside. It looks like that's going to hit Vincent. Correction, it'll be a walk instead. I thought that got her leg. Nevertheless, she will be at first base. Now we'll bring up Emily Colton. She's 0 for 2, flied out to left field, grounded out to third. Her first time's up. But looking at things right now, it's 4-4 in the women's lacrosse semifinal just behind us between number 2 Plymouth State and number 3 Keene State. With just under 5 minutes left in the first half. And therefore, strike 2. And update from baseball for Plymouth State and Rhode Island College in Game 1. It was a 10-inning game that saw Rhode Island College come out on top 6-5, which I believe all but does it for the Panthers trying to reach the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, top of the 6th inning in Game 2 on Senior Day, Rhode Island College holds a 5-0 lead over the Panthers. 1-1 pitch, swung on, chop, foul down the third base side. As the wind starts to pick up once again from center field heading towards home plate. Hasn't changed direction, but it's been variable all day. 1-2 pitch. Away, no throw down to first. So it is 2-1, swung on, popped up on the infield. Underneath it is Bragda, and that will be the second out. That will once again bring up the second baseman, number 13, Marissa Spinuzzi. She is 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the first inning and popped out to Greenspan in the circle her last time up in the third. First pitch offering, that's at second, and a force out. Or Christian at short, force out for Vincent at second base, and that's going to do it for the side. As we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, UMass Boston still holds that 3-1 lead over the Corsairs. we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, top of the order, due up for the Beacons. Prusmack, Morse, and Vento. Prusmack laying one down, but it'll go foul. Kiera Prusmack, the left fielder, number 12, is 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, also with a stolen base here today. Very busy, very active at the top of the order for UMass Boston. Woodward with a pitch. It's a liner and a nice hot shot picked out of the air by Spinuzzi for the first out. Beautiful pick there at second. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 7, Kaitlyn Morse. Morse 1 for 2 today with a single last time up, 2 RBIs. Also grounded out to first back in the first inning. Trying to get on base for the second time here this game. First pitch offered. It's a chopper staying on the infield. And over to first in time for the out. Nice pick there by Spinuzzi, charging in from second to get the flick over there to Sheeran. And quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Bring up the catcher, number 9, and Roxanne Vento. Vento is 1 for 2 with a single, 1 RBI back in the first. She grounded out to first base her first time, or the last time up, and a hard shot there. Over to first again, and 1, 2, 3. Go the Beacons here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We head to the top of the 6th. UMass Boston 3, UMass Dartmouth 2.
What separates UMass Boston from other schools is the fact that a large percentage of students commute. For me, it takes 2 hours each day to go to and from school, but every second has been worth it because the students that come here are serious about learning, they value their education, and understand where it'll take them in the future. This is what UMass Boston means to me.
We head to the top of the 6th inning. 2 up for the Corsairs. Sheeran right now leading off the inning in the 5 spot. Pereira and Polk also due up. So here's Sheeran. She is 1 for 2 with a single, 1 RBI back in the first. Popped up to second her last time up in the 3rd inning. Quickly into a 1-1 count against her. Corsairs are starting to run out of time here in this game. Off-speed pitch, just missing. Looked like high and away. Vento tried to frame it. Two-one pitch, low into the dirt to the backstop. Make it a 3-1 count. Again, by the looks of things behind us, an update for women's lacrosse in the Little East Conference semifinal. Plymouth State, I believe, has a 5-4 lead towards the end of the first half. Swung on, pop foul down the first base side, but it's going to be caught. Staying in play there. Nice play there. Mitsiaris for the first out. Bring up number 15, the third baseman, Lexi Pereira. She is 1 for 2. She flat out to center field her first time up in the first inning and singled, but was stopped at second base back in the fourth. As that one's in there for a strike against her. Vento frames it, misses the inside part of the plate high. Okay, as we hit the top of the hour, the 5 o'clock hour, we approach the end of the scheduled 2 o'clock game. So we're running about 90 minutes behind schedule due to just the way these games have played here today. And just what we were expecting, though. I mean, the entire field was so close. 4 teams winning the regular season title at 8-6. The last 2 teams got in on a coin toss, as that's a hot shot sent to shallow left field. Backing up beautifully there is Morse for the second out. But again, top 4 teams at 8-6. The last 2 teams in were both 7-7. So we really expected a lot of close games, and that's what we've seen here today. Fastball in there for a strike. Against Brittany Polk, the right fielder, number 8. She is 0 for 1. She flied out to right fielder first time up. Reached on a fielder's choice last time. As that one misses away, evens the count at 1-1. Swung on, hot shot sent to right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. And Brittany Polk gets her first hit of the afternoon, and the Corsairs have some life in them here in the top of the 6th inning. Going to bring up the catcher, number 12, and Gracie Trudeau. She is 0 for 2 as she popped up in foul territory twice to first base. First pitch offering, that's going to be a liner to left field, and quickly 2 on for the Corsairs at first and second base. So here comes the Corsairs with some life. Top of the 6th inning, trying to tie it up. Into the bottom of the order. Pitcher number 22, Victoria Woodward. She's 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to Greenspan in the circle her first two times up. Looking to help out her own cause at the plate right now in the 6th. High pitch away, no throw down to second. High pitch again. Quickly 2-0 is the count. Big swing and a miss. That swing was for the fences for sure by Woodward, trying to drive in 3 right there. In there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Scoreboard says 1-2. I believe it's 2-2 is a count. I think they missed the first ball. Two outs against the Corsairs, 2 runners on. Polk at second, Trudeau at first. As that one misses, and Woodward stays alive at the plate. It is a full count. 3-2 pitch coming. Greenspan misses away, and that'll load the bases. So the bottom of the order coming through strong for UMass Dartmouth. And that will bring up Nicole McSweeney, the left fielder at the top of the order, number 10, as she is 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and a run scored. She did ground out to second her last time up. Last inning in the 5th. But we do have a bases loaded situation, and we're going to have a pinch runner at first. So I couldn't see who the change was. Waiting for the call still, but McSweeney trying to tie things up here with one swing of the bat. Bases loaded situation for the Corsairs. They find themselves down by 2 runs. It's 3-1 UMass Boston here in the top of the 6th inning. Here was scheduled to be the 2 o'clock game. Swung on, hot shot sent down first. That's going to sneak through the right field. 1 run home. And coming home with the play at the plate. Not in time, but 1 run comes home. Trudeau's thrown out at the plate. But give McSweeney the single and the RBI. But tough one there as Trudeau gets thrown out at home. So the first run will count. But we will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. UMass Boston Beacons 3, UMass Dartmouth Corsairs 2. Stay with us here with Plymouth State Broadcasting. So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4, 5, and 6, the heart of the order due up for the Beacons. Right now, Gierwakowski, the right fielder, offering the first pitch. And that will get up and out of play just beyond the bleachers on the third base side. Wiskowski is 0 for 2. She grounded out to second base, also struck out looking her first 2 times up. Looking to add to the cause and get some insurance runs here for the Beacons as Corsairs close to within 1, missing there on the off-speed pitch. Quickly down 0-2. Again, update from women's lacrosse, Plymouth State versus Keene State. At halftime, Keene State holds a 6-5 lead on the road. So that's popped up and out of play. 0-2 pitch in the dirt inside. Makes the count 1-2. Again, the Beacons looking for some insurance runs. 1-2 pitch, fastball inside. Ruskowski has to turn away from it, evens the count at 2-2. Woodward with a 2-2 pitch, slapped at. That's going to be at third. Throw over to first in time for the out. Nice job there by Pereira at third to get the pick. But one down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Bring up the designated player, number 13, Ari Bellotta. Bellotta 0 for 2, ground out to second, popped out to first. Back in the 1st and 3rd inning, respectively. Bunt attempt down the 3rd baseline goes into the dugout of the Beacons. And a shout out to our producer, Michael Mahoney, has been solid on everything here today, giving you all the fantastic graphics that you see on your screen. Definitely could not do that without him here today. 0-1 pitch inside. Thought that was going to graze the jersey there of Bellotta, but just misses it. She spins away. Evens the count at 1-1. Still one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Another pitch inside by Woodward. Bellotta kind of throwing the hands up in the air going, are you kidding me? Missing at the waist. Almost like Woodward's trying to back Bellotta up from the plate. Look for a fastball on the outside part right now. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on, it's a hard shot down the right field and up and out of play into the trees on the first base side. Leaving the count at 2-2. Again, hello everyone, I'm Dan Salzer, bringing you coverage of this 4-5 matchup. A non-elimination game, both teams won on Tuesday in day 1 of the conference tournament. Slapped down the 3rd base side. Pereira, nice pick over to first for the out. 2 down here in the inning. Second straight, 5-3 out. Again, fans, be sure to join in on the action on Twitter using the hashtag LEC Softball and see some of your tweets live on the air. Let us know where you're watching from and how you're enjoying the game and who you're rooting for. Be a part of our broadcast here today as the officials will have another conference meeting on the infield to make sure they get the call right. Make sure they made the tag at first. As it stands, 2 out here. Bottom of the 6th inning, UMass Boston Beacons 3, UMass Dartmouth Corsairs 2. Looks like the call is going to stand with the out at first base against Bellotta. That will bring up the center fielder, number 15. It'll be Taylor Polina. Polina 1 for 2 with a single, ground out as well to third. Stranded last time up on that single at second base in the 4th inning. First pitch in there for a strike on the outside part of the plate. About thigh high. Missing wide. Evens the count at 1-1. And every game has been within 3 runs here today. This one a nail biter as well. Swung on, hard shot sent to left field. That's going to drop for a base hit for Polina. It's going to roll foul. And she just missing. I thought that landed in play. But we will do it again. A hard shot down the third baseline. So 1-2 count. Swung on, that one stays in play. Nice pick at third once again by Pereira, and for the second straight inning goes 1-2-3 against UMass Boston. We head to the top of the seventh. Right now, 3-2 Beacons.
Paris changed my life, and I got there through UMass. Those very specific seminal moments in Paris, the subway. A man in a tuxedo walked in, and a woman in a long gown. And it was stunning. It all hit me. It was like a lightning bolt. There was this world of beauty and style that I wanted to be a part of. That was the beginning of the journey. And that all came through the University of Massachusetts. And that was really a key moment for me. That's one of those moments you never forget.
The University of Massachusetts Boston. It's just minutes from downtown, and the Princeton Review calls it one of the best values in the country. A nationally recognized institution of academic excellence and research, UMass Boston offers more than 150 undergraduate and graduate programs, 16 Division III sports, and more than 100 student organizations. To learn more about the opportunities waiting for you at UMass Boston, visit in person or online. UMass Boston, a research university with a teaching soul.
So we head to the top of the seventh inning here at D&M Park in the campus of Plymouth State University. 2-3-4 due up for the Corsairs in their last chance here to pull this game back to a tie or take the lead. Be Maxine Vincent, Emily Colton, and Marissa Spinuzzi due up here for the Corsairs. Vincent with the first pitch, swung on, chop foul back to the backstop. Vincent so far is 1 for 2, single back in the first inning, and also has a walk in the fifth. She popped up in foul territory behind the plate also back in the second inning, trying to get something going here for UMass Dartmouth. Down to the last 3 outs. Breaking ball missing low. It's a count 2-1. In there for a strike. Beautiful pitch there on the outside part of the plate. Greenspan doing well here for this start. As that one shot at third. Tully gets it over to first for the first out. Corsairs down to the last 2 outs. That will bring up the designated player at number 2, Emily Colton. Colton so far 0 for 3 today. A fly out to left field, ground out to third, and a pop out to shortstop. Her first 3 times up. Looking for some clutch hitting here with 2 outs. Doesn't offer at the first pitch. In there for a strike on the off speed on the inside part of the plate. Again, coming up next will be Eastern Connecticut State versus the loser of this game. Swung on, sent right back up the middle. Nice pick by Bragdad, short over to first for the out. So 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Corsairs looking for a little bit of a miracle now. Be the second baseman, number 13, Marissa Spinuzzi. Spinuzzi 0 for 2, struck out swinging, and her first time up, popped up inside the circle to Greenspan, also reaching a fielder's choice offering there. At short over to first for the out. That's going to do it for this game. UMass Boston Beacons hold on for a 3-2 victory as they will advance to play Plymouth State at 6 p.m. game time, which are scheduled for 6 o'clock, will most likely be, at this point, probably 8 o'clock, 8:30, maybe even 9, the way the next game goes. As UMass Dartmouth will stay here and play the next game against Eastern Connecticut State University, which will be an elimination game. But that will do it for myself, Dan Salzer. Final score from this game, UMass Boston 3, UMass Dartmouth Corsairs 2. We'll see you in a little bit for another game and day 2 action of the Release Conference.